Hello and welcome to this 100% walkthrough guide for the game Dreaming Canvas. Now in this version, this is specifically the PlayStation 5 version which has a Platinum trophy. The PlayStation 4 version does not. There are also 27 trophies in this game, whereas the original version has significantly less, I think around 12 for the original version. The game remains pretty much the same as the PS4 version, you just have a few more checkpoints for trophies. So as we start here, your first trophy is going to be right ahead of you, so if you just walk past the person or the item, it will trigger the trophy. So this is going to be a pretty simple walkthrough guide of this kind of walking simulator based around artists and the art that they make. So we're just going to walk around and look for these markers. Quite a lot of the markers have trophies attached to them, not all of them do, but it's a good indication of where you need to be next in order to walk through the rest of the level. So each level, I think there's 6 levels in this particular game, have kind of a different set of trophies. Some will take us longer than other levels, and we'll just do the fastest possible way to the Platinum trophy, rather than walking around all the levels and showing you all the kind of artists that are in the game or on display. So this game is pretty simple, so hopefully you will enjoy this walkthrough just to give you that really quick, nice and easy Platinum. It should take you around 15 to 20 minutes if you're following this guide. May take you a bit longer if you are not, as the trophy descriptions are not that clear on which trophy links to what level, so that's why it may be worth using a guide if you like to Platinum games. If you are new to us here at How To Trophies, welcome to the video, and please leave us a like, a share, and don't forget to subscribe for more trophy guides like this. We mainly focus on indie games, and there's cheap Platinums that you can pick up from the PlayStation Store. We also do some PlayStation Plus adjacent things as well. Most of the games that we play will be on the shorter side. We do play the odd big title just to give the channel some variety, but mainly we'll lean into indie games and the shorter games to Platinum. So we're almost done with this first level. We just have to walk around this next bit to find a couple more trophies to unlock. Don't do what I did here, which is I try and go through this little bit of wall that looks like it's fallen over. It doesn't allow you to do that, so do go through the gate to your far left. I don't know why I tried it, I just wanted a little bit of a shortcut, and it kind of looks like you should be able to, but there are no controls for jumping or doing anything else that's not just plodding forwards. So therefore the controls are incredibly simple, and there aren't really any to speak of, except push the analog stick forwards and walk around to collect these trophies. If you are interested in art, there is some good fact cards that come up when you come by an artist, or when you find one of the artist cards, so you can learn a few facts about certain artists through this game if you really want to. To be fair, you can just enjoy this experience of walking through this very colourful, highly saturated environment. It is quite nice to have a little bit of a relax while you play these games, which is kind of probably why I like them. I don't like to play the harder games. I don't really see the point in being so angry that you throw your control pad at something, so hence why we do a lot of guides on these kind of games. Maybe we'll play Dark Souls one day, but probably not, because as I said, I don't really want to be so frustrated I throw my control pad at things. Don't see the point.
If you hear a voice within you say,
so give all the love to the easier games. I think we'll be maybe a couple more trophies off finishing this level. There are quite a lot of trophies on this level, in fact nearly a third of them. We'll get to trophy 8, which is this one coming up ahead of the 27 that are available in this particular release of the game. It's unusual for them to do a different trophy list between the different consoles, so as I mentioned, you can get some trophies on the PS4, but there is no Platinum, it's just 100% completion, whereas when they've made this PS5 version, they've added a lot more trophies and therefore also added a Platinum. I never really understood why the original version didn't have a Platinum, but that was just how it was. So once you've finished that first level and you've collected all 8 trophies, just go back to the start menu, which is this particular menu here. There is actually 5 levels, I got that wrong earlier, sorry I said 6, there is 5, so we'll just go through in order. I believe this one is fairly short, so I'll just turn to my left
You can't
and
wait for
unlock
inspiration.
the trophy for Jack
You
London,
have to go after it.
who I've never heard of before, but the trophy card will tell you all about what he does and who he is. And then I think there are just these two more in front of us, one for realism, and then this next one up here by, I was going to say the campfire, looks like a clearing for Salvador Dali, who is one of my favourite artists. I did a little bit of art in my younger days, so I did really enjoy Dali's paintings. There's so much to see and there's so much to kind of reflect on, and each time you look at it you see something slightly different. So again, once you've completed the level, you just go back to the main menu and select the next level. So again, we're going to load in and I'm going to go around to my left. Generally like to go trying to work out whether left is clockwise or anti-clockwise. I'll give up. I think it will eventually be clockwise once we start. We'll go around from left to right. So yeah, that's clockwise, I think. This PS5 version of the game has no regions, whereas if you play the PS4 game, there is 2 regions. So there's an EU and a North American version, so you can get the 8 trophies that are on the original twice. So there's 16 trophies to pick up in the original PS4 release if you collect both regions. But this PS5 version only has 1 region, so there's only 1 trophy list of 27 to collect. I don't think you can also buy this as a cross-buy, so I believe I bought these individually in terms of I bought the PS4 version and then later, when it was on sale, I bought the PS5 version.
Why not?
Always love a good store sale, so tend to pick up quite a few titles and then have an even bigger backlog to work through as we go forwards. So it took us quite a while to get to these first trophies here, so there'll be just a couple of trophies. They will have to walk quite a distance back. You can at this point choose to reload the level if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. I think it may just be slightly quicker and you may be walking for slightly less time, but I decided I'd do it this way just to keep the flow of the video going. This game was actually my 356th platinum on my How To Trophies PlayStation account, so if you want to give us a follow on that account, we will be playing some multiplayer games at some point hopefully, so there may be a chance to have a gaming session and play some games. I do like racing games, so those tend to have online trophies, so we may be looking through those kind of in the coming future. So just as we're walking through here, at some point I do actually make a mistake where I walk too far then have to walk back on myself. I think it may be on this occasion where I should have taken a left here. Oh no, look around. There's definitely a point where I walk too far coming up and then I have to go back left in order to find the next trophy. So there is a little bit of time you could save from the 16 minutes that this video is. Hopefully 50 minutes isn't long for a platinum anyway, so
something that makes you breathe
it should be all
with a different
good.
kind of happiness.
If you don't want to follow the whole guide as a walkthrough and you're just missing a specific trophy, there are timestamps available in the YouTube description. So just simply click on the times in one of those timestamps, it will take you to that point of the video, and that should allow you to easily complete that bit. So yeah, this is the bit actually where I've noticed that I've missed this guy on the pier over here, so you could have taken a left earlier and shaved a little bit of time off the time that I'm taking to kind of walk back to find this guy on the pier over here. So yeah, little mistake from me there, apologies. Hopefully it shouldn't take us too much longer to get to this particular marker over here and just interact with the guy, or just look at him for that particular trophy. And we'll continue back to the path that we originally were on just before I had to take that slight diversion there to that other trophy. If you're enjoying this video, if you enjoy the channel in general, please just leave us a comment and give us a like, a share or a subscribe. We do try and respond to every comment, and it's really nice to meet people with a similar idea or concept of gaming around either trophy hunting or just gathering trophies in general. or even just the people's opinions on gaming. People like these kind of games, people don't like these kind of games. Just be nice to interact with everyone that's viewing the channel, and yeah, meet some like-minded people would be great. Thankfully, we're nearly coming to the end of this walkathon of a level.
Art
I think this may even be the last trophy
without which
for
the world
RENE and
would not
Magritte.
exist.
And then we can head back to the main menu in order to get into the next level. So we are now on level 4 of the 5 that are available. I think the last 2 will
If I
be,
create from
again,
the heart,
slightly longer
nearly everything
than
works.
that. Certainly
If
level
from the
2
head,
was very short.
Almost nothing.
So again, I'm maybe going a slightly different way. I'm going right to start with on this level because it's less of a circular level, a more of a linear level. So hence why we have to kind of go around to the right to follow the path of the level on this one, at least to start with.
I just decided when someone says
There are actually just another couple of trophies to find on this level, so if we go through this gate and then we'll go to the left, there will be again a little bit of a walk to the next 2 trophies that we'll find, but we'll find them in quite quick succession. So that will be interesting. Just ignore that one to your right there and just continue to the left into this little village that's over here on the left, and then you'll find those last 2 trophies for this level in this little village, Mexican looking kind of cowboy type village. So nearly coming towards the end of the game now, just these last little trophies that are together, and then one last level which is a little bit longer, just to pick up those final trophies. We are currently on number 20, this will be number 20 now, so there is 5 and a platinum left for the final level. So we're going to exit out after we've unlocked this trophy, and then we're going to enter even into the last level that we're going to need to do. Again, the first trophy is immediately in front of you. That tends to be
in order to see
how we are in these particular levels. And then again, I'm walking around from right to left just because the level dictates that that's the fastest way to go. Again, I managed to find them fairly simply. It can take a little bit of time if you are just walking around, but again, the lights do guide you in the correct direction, although not all of them, it was easy for me to say, are actual trophies themselves, so you don't necessarily get a trophy for just going by each light. The ones with the paintbrushes in are details of the artist, and the ones where you interact with the people are the ones from the original Dreaming Canvas game, so you can tell where they've kind of added the trophies for the extra details on the artists themselves and the settings that these particular levels are in like little snowy market town in this particular setting here, sort of Scandinavian by the looks of things to me. So we're coming very much towards the end now. Just should be 2 or 3 minutes left as we collect the final now 4 trophies, so they're over in the distance straight ahead. Again, there's a bit more walking in this one than the last couple of levels that we've had, at least the last level that we had. I thought there'd be more walking in that one, to be fair, but there wasn't. It was a fairly straightforward one. Just while we come to the end of this video, I will mention that there will be some uploads coming after this on the channel for Grand Theft Auto the Definitive Edition, specifically the Vice City and San Andreas games. So I know we mainly do kind of indie games, but the Grand Theft Auto games were a major kind of passion of my youth, so I had to play the Definitive Edition, give my opinions on that, and also help you with some trophy walkthrough guides for that. So those will be coming after this particular video, and then hopefully I will go back to playing another couple of indie games, just to again mix things up. Really struggling. I am recording this at 7:30 in the morning, so hence why I am stumbling over my words a little bit more than I usually would today, although I'm managing not to say which is something I'd noticed on the previous videos. I was doing quite a bit, so It's quite hard when you start actually commentating on the videos. I'm not used to being somebody that speaks a lot, so it's really helping me in many different ways to come out of my shell a little bit and understand kind of the art of talking and the art of engaging with fans. So that's really good. And if you've got to this point of the video, congratulations. I'm just going to probably waffle for the last couple of minutes while we get this final trophy, followed by the shiny new platinum if you are on PlayStation. Obviously, if you're on Xbox, you'll just get 100% completion. I do play on PlayStation, hence why most of the descriptions are mainly around platinums or trophies rather than achievements. But obviously if you do have an Xbox, you can still get the achievements, and I'm not that tribal. I've always been a Sony person, but it doesn't mean that I hate people that play Xbox. I think it's good to have a choice, it's good to have competition as well. And that's the final trophy, so that's us done for this game. Another shiny platinum. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please like, share or subscribe. I hope you're well. Take care, and we'll see you soon.